My name is Hannah Brooks. I was 24 and believed in forever. I did not know forever would almost destroy me. His name was Jason Miller. He was calm, confident, and charming. People said I was lucky to have him. We met at a bookstore downtown. He helped me reach a novel on a high shelf. That small moment felt like fate. He smiled in a gentle way. He listened like I was important. I felt special around him. At first, he was thoughtful. He brought me coffee before work. He texted me every morning. "Did you sleep well? Message me when you're home." It felt like care and love. Soon, he wanted to know everything. Where I was. Who I was with. I thought it was sweet. I thought it was romantic. I thought it meant he cared deeply. But his tone slowly changed. His questions felt serious. His eyes felt watchful. He asked about my coworker Mark. He asked why Mark joked with me. He asked why I laughed so much. I explained again and again. But nothing satisfied him. Nothing felt enough. He said my best friend Sophie was childish. He said she did not respect our relationship. He said she filled my head with nonsense. So I stopped meeting her often. I canceled our weekend plans. I chose him every time. He said couples share passwords. He said secrets destroy love. So I gave him access to everything. When I asked for his password, he said I did not trust him. I felt guilty for asking. If I questioned him, he grew silent. That silence was heavy and cold. I always broke first. He never shouted loudly. He simply sighed deeply. And looked disappointed. That look hurt me deeply. It made me feel small. It made me want to fix things. He would say, "Hannah, you're too sensitive." He said I misunderstood his intentions. He said he only wanted peace. Slowly, I changed myself. I spoke less. I laughed less. My happiness depended on his mood. When he smiled, I felt safe. When he frowned, I felt fear. One night, I wore a red dress. He stared at me with anger. He said I wanted attention. I felt ashamed for no reason. I went upstairs and changed. Then I apologized. He hugged me tightly after that. He whispered, "That's my good girl." I felt comfort and shame at once. Months passed like this. I kept shrinking inside. He kept growing stronger. He decided where we went. He decided what I posted online. He decided who I could see. I barely recognized myself. The mirror showed tired eyes. Eyes that looked unsure. My father once asked gently, "Are you truly happy?" I smiled and said yes. Because I believed love required sacrifice, I believed pain was normal, I believed I was lucky. But deep inside, I felt alone and afraid. One afternoon, everything shifted. His phone buzzed beside me. A message from another girl appeared. Her name was Mia. Her message was full of hearts. The same hearts he sent me. My hands began to shake. My chest felt tight. But I stayed calm. I asked him softly, "Who is Mia?" My voice was trembling. He looked irritated, not guilty. He said I was dramatic. He said she meant nothing. And somehow, I felt guilty. Even with tears in my eyes. Even with proof before me. That was the moment something cracked, not because of Mia. But because I apologized again. I realized I had been trained. Trained to doubt my own pain. Trained to accept disrespect. That night, I could not sleep. I stared at the ceiling. And questioned everything. Was this love? Or was this control? Why was I always afraid? I remembered the girl I used to be. Confident and loud. Full of dreams and laughter. Where had she gone? When did she become silent? When did she become scared? The truth hurt deeply. Jason did not love me fully. He loved controlling me. And the harder truth was this. I allowed it for too long. Because I was afraid to lose him. That fear had trapped me. That fear had shrunk me. That fear had blinded me. But something inside me was waking up. A small voice grew stronger. And it whispered. The next morning felt different. The house felt smaller than before. My heart felt strangely calm. Jason acted normal at breakfast. He kissed my forehead lightly. Like nothing had happened. I watched him carefully. His smile looked the same. But I finally saw the mask. He asked why I looked quiet. He said I was overthinking again. He always said that. For months, I believed him. I believed I was too emotional. I believed I was the problem. But something had changed inside me. The fear was still there. But so was clarity. That afternoon, he checked my phone again. He scrolled through my messages slowly. Like he owned my privacy. I felt anger rise quietly. Not loud anger. But strong and steady. He found nothing wrong. Still, he sighed deeply. As if I disappointed him. Why do you even talk to Mark? His voice was calm but sharp. You know I don't like it. For the first time. I did not apologize. I just looked at him. That silence was new. He noticed it immediately. His eyes narrowed slightly. What is wrong with you? He sounded annoyed now. Like I broke a rule. I took a slow breath. My hands were shaking softly. But my voice stayed steady. What is wrong with you? I asked him quietly. The room went silent. He laughed at first. A short, cold laugh. Like I was joking. But I was not joking. I was tired of shrinking. Tired of being afraid. I told him about Mia. I told him about the hearts. I told him about my pain. He rolled his eyes. He said I was insecure again. He said I was embarrassing him. That word hurt deeply. Embarrassing. As if my pain was shameful. Then he said something shocking. If you were enough for me, I wouldn't need attention elsewhere. The words froze my heart. I felt something break inside. But it was not weakness. It was illusion. The illusion that he loved me. The illusion that I needed him. In that moment, I saw the truth clearly. He blamed me for his choices. He controlled my world. He questioned my loyalty. While betraying me quietly. And still, he expected my silence. He expected my apology. But I had none left. No more tears. No more excuses. I walked to the bedroom slowly. I took out my suitcase. My hands felt steady now. He followed me, confused. What are you doing? His voice lost confidence. I'm leaving. Two simple words. But they carried years of pain. He stared at me in disbelief. Then he laughed again. You'll be back. He said no one else would want me. He said I was too sensitive. He said I would regret this. For a second, fear returned. His voice still had power. Old habits are hard to break. But I remembered something important. Love does not humiliate you. Love does not compete with your self-worth. I closed my suitcase. I looked at him one last time. And I saw a stranger. Not the charming man from the bookstore. Not the gentle voice from the beginning. Just a man afraid to lose control. I choose myself, I said softly. He had no answer for that. Control has no power over strength. I walked out of the apartment. My legs felt weak. But my soul felt lighter. Outside, the air felt cold. Cars passed normally. The world did not end. For days, I cried quietly. I missed the good memories. I missed the version of him I imagined. But I did not go back. Even when he texted. Even when he begged. Yes, he begged. The confident Jason begged. That was the final shock. He promised to change. He promised to be better. He promised everything. But I had learned something. Promises mean nothing without respect. And respect was never there. I blocked his number. My hands trembled slightly. But I did not hesitate. Slowly, I called Sophie again. She listened without judgment. She simply said, "I'm proud of you." Those words healed me. Not because I needed approval. But because I found myself again. Weeks turned into months. I started smiling naturally. Not out of fear. I wore what I wanted. I laughed loudly again. I felt like Hannah again. Sometimes I still think of him. Not with love. But with awareness. He taught me something painful. Love without respect is control. And control is not love. If someone makes you doubt your worth. If someone makes you afraid to speak. That is not your forever. Walking away was terrifying. But staying would have destroyed me. Losing him saved me. Now I understand clearly. The right person will protect your heart. Not control your world. And the most powerful love story is this. The day you stop begging for love. And start choosing yourself.